So we're headed to Great Sand Dunes National Monument to spend a night in the backcountry, but because there's only 20 permits given out every night and they're on a first come first served basis, we decided to make the 4.5 hour drive today, stay somewhere nearby and be there bright and early in the morning.
So on the way to the Great Sand Dunes, we found this unique place called the UFO Watchtower, which is about a half hour outside the park, and camping is $15 a night, so we're spending the night here.
Maybe we'll see a UFO?
Maybe. It is a watchtower. We were told when we checked in that if you do see a UFO, we're supposed to write it down. They were very insistent that it must be documented.
Because they said they have 248 documented UFO sightings and their goal is 250, so they're very anxious to get those last two. They said there was one last night by someone who was also staying here at the campground, so we'll see.
We'll let you know.
I am counting, hopefully, if the clouds clear. There was a new moon last night, and I am counting on a pretty dark sky. This area is known for not having a lot of influence of city lights or anything, and so we're hoping to be able to see some really pretty stars tonight. That seems more likely.
Yes, but right now it's pretty cloudy, so we have to hope it clears up.
This place is really interesting in that they have had a psychic come out. They say that there are
20 psychics.
25, I think you're
Yes.
right, that have said there are two vortexes spinning in opposite directions here, which makes it a place of unique energy. And there is a collection of just hundreds, thousands of items that people have left here as sort of, it's not good luck exactly, but that kind of thing. And so we also left something here as well.
Yes, a sticker.
Tomorrow morning we'll be off to the sand dunes to get our backcountry permit and to continue our trip.
And to sleep in the sand dunes for some reason.
Because your wife wants to.
Alright everybody, welcome to Great Sand Dunes National Park. We ask that you not camp next to our two most popular hiking destinations. You can go anywhere you'd like in that 30 square miles of dune field. On your tent, so if your tent blows away, we know who it belongs to.
So we got our backcountry permit this morning, and we've spent most of the day in the park sort of exploring the dunes and seeing some people sandboarding and sledding.
Mostly been like a waiting game. Usually it's unusual when you go hiking, usually try and get out as early as you can, but since the dunes are so exposed, you got to be aware of the weather, and there was a good chance of, well, there was what, a 50% chance of thunderstorms today.
Between 1 and 8.
1 and 8, so we just sort of played wait and see.
Our advice was to go later in the day, so it's almost 6 o'clock, and we just waited out a storm that blew through, and so we're hoping that most of the heat and most of the storms are over, and so here in a couple of minutes I think we're gonna load up and head out.
We're about an hour into the hike. It's probably as difficult as expected,
A little harder than maybe I thought.
but the weather is cooperating. At the moment, it's not windy. There's no rain. Things are looking good.
It's not hot. It's nice.
It's just, you know, 3 steps
Beautiful.
forward, 1 step back. But yeah, it is really beautiful. And soon we'll be over what they consider the
First
The-
ridge of dude.
which is where we're allowed to camp pretty much anywhere we want. Keep trudging. Well, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in, and I think we've had enough sand walking for the
Yeah.
night.
It's starting to get dark, and I think better to pick our spot in daylight, so I think this is gonna be it. It's beautiful and it seems good to me.
Yeah, we're definitely losing our light fast, so hopefully in the morning we'll get to get some more video of what's around us, because there's some beautiful sunflower fields and mountains. So, but now we need to set up our tent and go to sleep.
See you tomorrow. So it's morning, and we made it, and it's peaceful and beautiful.
But it was definitely a long night's sleep, or lack of
Sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, sleep's not the right word.
Yeah.
It was really windy. We weren't sure for a little while if maybe we were gonna have a lightning storm and need to bail out. The tent's just incredibly flappy, and there is sand everywhere.
Yeah, it's mostly the wind. It was just constantly windy.
I think it stopped somewhere maybe around 2, and then finally we woke up and it was morning, so
Yeah.
we got a little sleep.
Just when you realize you're getting sleep, it's morning.
But it is really pretty.
Yeah, it's dead quiet out here. It's supposed to be one of the quietest places in North America.
There is not a bit of wind now. We just finished walking around and looking. There's all kinds of animal tracks, I think, from insects to mice and probably bobcat it looks like, and deer, and it's just fun to watch all the little tracks overlapping and see, you know, who was here early this morning after the wind died down and before we got up.
Now we've got to pack up camp and
I got here.
heck out of here.
Downhill should be a lot easier.
Yes. After spending 2 nights outside, last night in the dunes getting wind whipped with the sand, we thought it would be nice to have a hot shower and a nice bed to sleep in, so we found a unique hotel to stay in.
We are just up the road from the dunes in Monte Vista at the movie Manor. You can actually see the drive-in that is next door from your room.
You can tell they built the hotel so people could watch movies from the room. They even piped the sound in from one of the screens into your room. There's a speaker in the ceiling and a little volume control on the wall.
So you can sit here. We're sitting like on our bed and we can look out the window and we can see the movie.
The movie that's showing tonight is Inception.
Should be. So we get himself the idea.